Okay, it is 7:17 p.m. right now on Thursday, September 23rd. As I'm filming this video might not even get uploaded, but I'm gonna try to make it get uploaded, because every time I do this video, I either get interrupted or I run out of space on my current phone, which is now, sorry for the flash, the Galaxy A21. As you can see, now I am getting a new camera. I already have a camera for rail fanning, but I need to, it's in the top drawer, which if you guys want me to make a video on that camera, I will. I haven't uploaded any of the videos on it because all the computers I've tried to edit the videos on don't work. I need a Windows 8 computer for that camera. So I'm going to try to do something with that when I have the time. Right now I don't. But as you can see, I have the Frigidaire running, and this thing's been running since I got home from school, which I want to say 2 hours ago. So it's been running for 2 hours now. Turned it on early because it was fucking like 105 degrees in here. Here's the data plate, but this video is not about the Frigidaire or that camera or my new camera that I'm getting, which I'm not giving any hints. You're gonna have to guess in the comment section down below. Now, it is a phone camera. I'm just gonna say that. The only hint is a phone camera. So this is my 16-inch 2020 Hunter retro styled desk fan that I got for Christmas of last year, and this is the first piece of my fan collection. Now, I used to have a Hunter low profile ceiling fan in my old bedroom, which was part of my collection, but that's at the old house. Yeah, if you could tell, I'm living at my grandparents' house in these videos. Anyways, this video, I've filmed videos on this before, but I have not uploaded them because I either run out of space on my phone or I get interrupted. In this video, we are going to be taking this fan apart, and I'm going to be showing you the motor on this fan. I was about to say beast, but I mean, it's not vintage. It's China. Chinese metal. Which kind of folds up pretty well, but I mean, still Chinese garbage. Even though this fan is not garbage, it's still made in China. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and demo it. And you can see the Land and Queen stickers I put on it because, well, I'm a child and I like it. No, actually, the reason why I put these stickers on the fan, on this fan, this particular one, is because I thought it looked good. Which it does. And I had nowhere else to put them because these were originally on my wall at the old house. So I'm like, you know what? Take these off the wall, put these on the fan. Here we are. So it starts up high, medium, low. So we're going to go ahead and start her up on the high speed. And at the end of the video, if I have time in the video, I will get some startup sounds. At least I'll try. I get some startup sounds. I've not turned this fan on quite a while. I'd say I haven't ran it in 3 weeks. Now, I do run it once in a while. I don't use it that often. I didn't use it that often in the summer, but when it was like 90 degrees outside or extremely hot in here, and I need something to circulate the air from the Frigidaire, I will kick this on high oscillation and just circulate the air, since I don't have a, sorry for the wind noise if you can Hear that? Since I don't have a ceiling fan in the room yet, which I will be getting soon, hopefully, I am looking for ceiling fans that will actually fit the theme of this room, which is just wood. So maybe another hunter low profile, but I kind of want something else. I kind of want something more nicer than a low profile, something more modern. Well, not something more modern, but something like kind of retro style like that, but that would actually fit like the vintage, whatever, how do you pronounce it, theme of this room. And also this vintage International D2 pickup. Now I wish that was a vintage unit, but it's sadly not. This is a modern 2007 Frigidaire, and the compressor's not running. No wonder why it's blowing warmer. The compressor shut off. Alright. Medium. And there goes the highly rotary, it just kicked on. Don't mind that thing in the background. My sister put that there. And low. Now, if you want to see a video on this fan without the Frigidaire running in the background, it is up on my channel. So yeah. So you can get the full noise of this. So you can get a full video of this, how this thing sounds. But we're gonna bring it back up to high, do the spin down. Then we're gonna take it down off this thing, whatever it's called. We're gonna get my handy dandy screwdriver out and take her apart. And also show the data plate. Alright. Now, the spin down time on this fan is not that good for a metal bladed fan, which this blade, as you can see through the cover, is metal. It is some type of metal. I don't know if it's aluminum or stainless steel. It can't be stainless steel. It's got to be aluminum, since it stopped that quickly. And aluminum is pretty light. I mean, it can't be fiberglass, but I mean, the Chevrolet Corvette's made out of fiberglass, and that's relatively light. I want to say around like 4,700 pounds the C7 ZR1 is. Now, first of all, we gotta unplug it. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the plug for the fan. As you can see, if my camera will there we go. It is a Unirise, apparently, that's the brand. Non-removable fused 3-prong heavy-duty cord. Part number or model number is E206144. If you want to look that up, you can. I don't know what that is, but you can look it up if you so desire to. Anyways, we're gonna let that hang. Put the autofocus back on, and I'm gonna pause you guys for a second and take this heavy bitch down. Alrighty, so we have the fan taken down on the floor, and before we do anything, I'm going to show you the data plate, which is on the back of the bottom of the fan. Now it's going to be tilted a little. Actually, no, it's not going to be tilted. That just tilted because oscillation. I thought the plate was going to tilt. It's not. I mean, it's a little bit, but you can still read it. So the data plate. If my fucking thing will fucking focus on it. Come on, fucking focus. So that's... Alrighty. Wow, I was filming that the whole fucking time. Alright, I wasted fucking like 10 minutes of the video. Alright, so we have two screwdrivers we can use here. We have this little guy, which is just a normal Phillips head screwdriver, and then we have this fucking long bitch. And this is the... I accidentally moved the phone. Oh my god, can you stop fucking falling? Thank you. I have my phone propped up on a box. And yes, it is the International D2 box. And we have this fucking huge bitch. This is the piss yellow famous screwdriver that I used in the, I think it was 3, maybe 5-part series of me taking apart those 3 Daikin inverter heat pumps that I threw out. Or actually that I scrapped, since they weren't going to run anytime soon. And I didn't have any use for them. So, yeah, this screwdriver comes from those videos. And I also found this little screwdriver, and I have 2 more screwdrivers, a bolt driver and a flathead screwdriver that I found. And I'm going to see which one I can use. Now, if the video cuts out and stops, I am sorry, because I am running out of space on this phone. So that's why I am getting a new camera, or a new phone camera, I should say. That's the only hint I will give. Here is the guard off the fan. I'm going to put it behind the camera. And now it is not plugged in, and I'm not going to plug it in. Even though I do have the blade fairly tight on it. I still don't run it without the guard because if you don't have a set screw or whatever is holding your blade on your fan on the shaft, which is right here, and you don't have the guard on, or you lost the front cover. The fucking fuck was that? Sorry, I heard something outside the window. I think it might have been a train. That was not a fucking train. Car. Now, if you can see here, the shaft has a lot of play in it. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad. The bearings have a lot of play in it. As you can see me moving it back and forth. I think my phone will pick that up. I don't think it will, but if you can see me moving the blade on the shaft back and forth, then yeah. Anyways, we're going to use the piss yellow screwdriver for the set screw here. And this screw was on pretty tight. I had it on the last time. The last time I took this bitch off, I could just slide her right off. The last time I had actually, I'm going to keep the set screw on it. So here is the blade for the fan. As you can see, it's the forward blade fan. The forward blade for this fan. 4 blades. Now, I don't know what this blade is made out of. It feels like it is aluminum. And I kind of think it is because this is a relatively light blade for a fan like this, as you can see. Yeah, I want to say that is aluminum. Probably is aluminum. If anyone knows what material this blade is made out of, in the comments down below. Yes, it is metal, as you can hear. It is not plastic designed to look like metal. It is actually real Chinese, poorly designed metal. Now, I say poorly designed when it's not, but it is Chinese metal. You can see, so that is the blade set for the fan that I'm going to put behind me. Now, here's the fan itself. Without the blade set. So you can see, here's the shaft. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, this thing runs perfectly fine. So the bearings are well lubricated with oil. Don't know if you can see in there. But here's what I was talking about with the bearing, with a little bit of play in the bearing, as you can see in both bearings actually. I gotta figure this out. But the electronics dude, my buddy, if you're watching this video, please tell me if this is good or not. Now, I don't think it is. I think it's a little okay to have some play in the bearing, but if you have a lot of play in the bearing, I don't think that's good for your motor. Now, we're going to use the small guy here instead of the big guy because it's easier. Actually, it's easier with the small screws on the motor housing, but we're going to use the big guy for the other set screws that are holding on the rear guard. And I might have to make a part 2 to this video. I might have to upload this video. Now, I'm going to upload this video once my phone cuts out, which it probably might. So I'm sorry if it does. But when it cuts out, when the phone cuts out, even if it does, that is, because I don't know if I'm going to get through this whole fucking video with the amount of fucking space I have in my goddamn phone. I'm gonna upload the video as fast as I can. Delete it off my phone so I have space. Oops. Did not mean to do that. That was accidental. Delete it off my phone, then I'm gonna start part 2 of the video and finish taking the fan apart. Now, when I first got this phone, it allowed me to film to about 31 minutes of recording time, then it'll start a new video. And that's with nothing on the phone. That's with, like, no videos, no pictures, nothing. Just full 32 gigs what this phone is. This phone has 32 gigs, so yeah. Here's the back guard, the rear guard for the fan, which I'm going to put on top of the the front guard. And I'm putting the screws on top of the box that my phone is on. Now we're going to use this guy to get the screws off the motor housing, take off the motor housing, and show you the motor. And we're going to use this screwdriver to take off the screw that's holding on the oscillation knob, which is kind of difficult. And in part, this is probably going to be a 3-part video, most likely, because we have to put it all back together again. Then we're going to see. Then we're going to plug her back in, see how she runs. Now, it's easier to use the smaller screwdriver with the smaller screws, so you don't strip them out with the big screwdriver. So I was taught, or so I heard on other videos. that I've seen of people lubricating different kinds of fans. This screw wasn't on tight enough. Actually, I broke it loose relatively easy, but this screw is actually pretty tight, actually. So, where's the other one? Oops, shit. Where'd it go? Oh, behind my phone. Can you see the fan? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the fan. I'm sorry if I'm in the way of the fan. It's just about the way it's positioned. And I'm sorry for humming Olivia Rodrigo in the background of this video because I have one of her songs in my head. And I'm not afraid to say me and my friends are obsessed with her. Alrighty, so that takes off the 4 screws holding on the front of the motor housing. And it is ready to come off, as you can see. Now we're going to Now we're going to go ahead and show you the front of the motor. And now the front of the motor this design of a fan motor makes me think it's an SMC motor, but I'm not entirely sure. And you can see the play in the bearings here. I don't know if that's good or not, but it does have the fins in the motor, so that's how you know. That's how you could tell. See those white fins spinning around when I spin the shaft, or spin the motor actually? That's how you could tell it's a relatively decently good motor.